So, at the time that ARCANE had come out, I hadn't actually watched it yet, and I never saw the honest trailers to ARCANE, so I thought we could look at that today.
Yay!
I loved the heck out of that show.
That was such a good show.
And so,
even my dad liked that show.
Yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, hello, welcome folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at honest trailers ARCANE. This is from Screen Junkies, the YouTube channel. You guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, please, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching, and while you're subscribing and upvoting, subscribe to Screen Junkies. There's a link in the description below. You can click on that link, give the original an upvote, and subscribe to them from there. Also, we have a watch along with me and Sintel. That's bad English. With Sintel and myself, we have a watch along for ARCANE, the season 1, and yeah, we quite enjoyed it, so you should check that out. Yeah. Here we go. I saw the quality shift.
Yeah.
From the guy who wrote Toy Story 2.
No way.
And an empty crypto show, so I guess it evens out. Plus 2 literal names. Comes a show based on the game that taught your 13-year-old cousin all their favorite slurs.
Oh my
ARCANE,
God.
League of Legends. Experience a surprising hit, as in it was a surprise this wasn't crap, with a story that goes deeper than punch the other team's crystal until it explodes, and an animation style that imagines, what if DreamWorks still cared?
You know, it just struck me that this might be the best adaptation of a video game ever.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that surpasses. I know that you really like Witcher, but a lot of people say that like that's based more on the book. I don't know because I haven't played the game much other than like the first level. So
yeah, I haven't gotten through that much of the game because I am a really shitty gamer. Why is it falling down?
But for me personally, I have not played the game, so I have no connection to it. As far as an adaptation of a video game goes, this is by and large my favorite. My favorite,
so
hands
good.
down.
Like I said earlier on, I think the fact that my 70-year-old dad can enjoy this is a testament to how good the story is.
Yeah.
In a show that mixes cyberpunk, steampunk, skatepunk, and Punky Brewster to explore the eternal struggle between tops and bottoms and prove that in any conflict between the elite ruling class and the masses who live in fear and squalor, there are very fine people on both sides. Enter a world where everyone is covered in buckles. And meet grown-up Bratz dolls Vi and Jinx. One is an ex-con turned narc who reloads her fist like Henry Cavill. The other is a manic pixie dream goth who bites her lip like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
So cute, don't think I can stand it.
I will never unsee that now.
Oh, wow.
They may be on opposite sides of a techno-magic war.
Well, the biting of the lip thing is a very feminine thing. I feel like lots of women do that. I don't know. I feel like you kind of associate that. I did that once in high school. And my best friend at the time, Tim, he's like, I noticed you're biting your lip like a girl. I'm like, oh, never doing that again. That's done.
Yeah.
Retiring the lip biting action.
It is kind of like a sexy, cute thing where you're like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But they're both way too cute to be anything but the heroes. I mean, right? In a show that goes all in on the everyone good is hot while everyone bad is physically deformed trope. Watch. Good.
What about that?
Evil. Good. Evil. Hot. But one-armed, so evil. Super evil. Good. Also, aww.
Yeah.
While these madcap Vi Jinx go down in the Undercity, take the elevator up to Piltover for Supply Chain Issues, the series.
The hex gates must remain open. Piltover's status as a global shipping lane depends on it.
Without the hex gates, my goods cannot reach foreign markets till winter.
In this walled paradise where magic is like science, and science is like CrossFit. As you trace the rise and fall of Jace, a himbo who invents new ways to make the pores work faster.
Himbo?
The Atlas Gauntlets. The mining colonies and the fishers can work faster and without fatigue.
What's a himbo?
I never thought of him as a himbo.
What is a himbo?
A himbo is basically a hot guy who's kind of dumb.
Okay.
He'll
He's
get
too
seduced
smart to
by
be a
power.
himbo.
And maybe his friend Victor too.
We're partners. No, not in front of all of them.
Because this show loves it when guys and gals go right up to the edge of being more than pals, but nothing more.
You're hot, Cupcake.
Can't jeopardize that China release. Either that or French animators make everything look sexual. Probably both. So dive into a sprawling new adventure that's so much better than how it sounds on paper, mixing tons of Easter eggs for game fans, with fully fleshed out characters and themes.
They've got plenty, while we're down here scraping together coins.
Mixing prequel-level plot lines.
Exactly the sort of thing we wanted to fix with Hextech, not just trade disputes.
With anime-style action that might as well have them yelling out their attack names. And somehow mixing Imagine Dragons with music you'd actually listen to. No,
I gotta say, that's like
this Jim has to be a fluke. Don't
my
push your
favorite
luck.
Imagine Dragons
Stupid
song.
good video game show. Starring Sister from Another Resistor.
Oh, Mr. S, you're my
Oh my god.
The War Loser. Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. World's okayest dad. Professor Cuddles MD. Mommy issues. A genius with a cough? Oh, he's screwed. Dexter's Lab. If you do not smoke this, we have a problem. The TVA's #1 ranked player. Little Buff Boys. Do or do not. I'm going to cost you extra. No. And, are they okay?
Mom!
Jinx.
Lol. What?
What?
Very unclear how species works in Piltover. Seems like it's 99.99% human, and then every once in a while there's like one hamster. Must be really hard to date.
They hardly talked about ACHARA, KIRK. I mean, Caitlin. Caitlin Kitoman, right? That's her last name?
Yeah, Jaby thinks that I look like her. So.
You do look like her.
Really?
You put us side by side. Caitlin Kitoman.
No, I don't think so.
She's like the fantasy version of you, but that's what all avatars are.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
In like
if I was a cartoon character, then perhaps if my face was less round.
That's what you're supposed to do. Like every time you make an avatar, I mean, it started out with Yahoo back in the day where you could make your own avatar, and then like that was part of the Yahoo Messenger thing. But now you just do that for funsies, you know? And so that's what I feel like. That's if ACHARA made an avatar for herself, it would look just like that.
Sure.
Or it would be Baby Yoda.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, watching this, all the jokes and whatever, I was like, yeah, this just makes me want to watch the show again.
I know.
I just want to go back right into the show because it was so much fun, and everything he was pointing out, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly why I appreciated this so much. It was just such high quality.
Yeah.
One of the best things to hit Netflix. The Imagine Dragons song, I actually, unfortunately, have not ever properly listened to from the show because every time the opening sequence went on, I knew that we couldn't play that in the watch along, so I just turned down the volume so I could chat with Sintel during those moments.
Right. Well, you know, I am not an Imagine Dragons fan, at least not a huge one. There's not so many Imagine Dragons songs that I really, really love, but this song, when it comes up on my like Apple Music playlist,
yeah,
I very rarely skip it. It's a good
fun
song.
I mean, from what little I've heard of it, it's nice, but I just think this is one of the dopest shows of all time.
Yeah.
Like just the animation style, the character
story,
the character development over the course of the show, and the arcs and whatnot, all the messages of the show.
It's so emotional as well.
The fact that they were able to take this top-down game and like take that lore and expand on it. There's other videos that I had looked up on YouTube regarding the show that can kind of explain the differences between like the actual lore of ARCANE and like what they did in the show. So I know that they probably made some modifications. In any case, whatever they did, like the result was just excellence. I was so happy. I have nothing like negative to say at all.
Well, I think that's also one of the things that I noticed in this video is that when you are doing this type of video for something that is as high quality as ARCANE, it gets really hard to pick it apart.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, like you said, a lot of the things that they were kind of commenting on, it just made you want to go back and watch it again. It didn't make you go, oh my God, that was a massive plot hole or something. It's just like, it's so delightful. The show was so good that like now I just want to go back and do a rewatch.
One of the remarkable things about this show is that it passes the Bechdel test and you don't even realize it. It has strong female characters and you don't even realize it. I mean, as a dude, I'm not thinking about that. It has all these strong female characters and I'm like, it took me a while to actually realize, oh, I'm watching a show with strong females. And
yeah, because they're just good and they're varied and interesting. Like, yeah, Vi is like your typical, she's physically strong.
Yeah.
And then you have Jinx, who's just like crazy, but a genius and strong in her own way, you know?
They're flawed is what also helps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can get behind them, and they're interesting, and their relationships are interesting. Like the whole sister dynamic between Vi and Jinx, and then like at the end when they get torn apart, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because they love each other so much.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.